here. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Oh yeah, happy new year guys. Alright, so it's your girl once again, Miyosola Oyelaki. Alright, so this is a new episode on photography generally. Alright, so we'll be talking about photography and all. But wait, if you know you're a newcomer and you haven't watched any of my YouTube channel video and you haven't subscribed and you haven't kindly do what, subscribe, ring the bell, like every of the videos and comment and drop a comment in the comment section. Alright, so we have a new guest now, Miss today, our handsome brother, our photographer. Give them any better, give them business. Alright, so we have alright, so we have our new guest, Obi Bright Photography. Is going to tell us everything about photography generally, everything about videography and all. He's going to explain details and all to us. Alright guys, stay tuned and do what? Listen up. Alright, so let's start with it all. Alright, so we'd like you to do an introduction about everything and all.
First and foremost, my personal names are Brother Samuel. You can call me Obi Bright Photography.
Obi Bright.
Alright. So
he doesn't like IT.
So generally and briefly we'll be talking about photography as an art, and not just an art, photography as a means to an end. And when I say photography as a means to an end, I mean as a way you can achieve, or what can make you achieve an end. And what is the end in this case? We are talking about money. So when you have something as a passion, then that passion should be able to be used to turn into what could fetch you something into your pocket. Look at footballers, for example, the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo, popular one, Messi. They have the passion to play football, and they are getting paid for what they love doing. So it's just as if you have to get paid for what you love doing. For photography, in this case, it's just like a case study. Like my dear sister here has just mentioned to us. So generally and briefly, I'll be talking about photography in the little knowledge I could be able to share with you guys for now. And let's hear from you.
Okay, so you guys talked about introduction and all. So I'll ask you a few questions like, okay, what inspired you to start photography? What drove you? What passion, what gave you the passion to start photography generally?
Yeah, I will be frank in this case. It's just like my mom just woke up one day and say, you have to learn a skill now, because the country we are today, with the way the look of things are, you don't have a professional hand skill. It will be somehow a bit difficult before you will be able to make progress, because the government doesn't really have anything to offer in this country, and the best thing we could do is just survive on our own. So my mom just took up one day and be like, okay, go for photography. I had no idea. I don't even want anything photography. I don't had no idea. But on the long run, then I started getting interested. When I want to start, I wasn't even interested. I just want to do it to satisfy her, because we know African mothers. So at least, because if you don't satisfy them, the sound can.
Oh no!
That sound.
That sound.
So, but along the line, I got the personal interest, and what's brought about the personal interest is when I take images and I see the beauty of another person's beauty.
Beauty of a beauty.
Taking someone's beauty, and I feel inspired. So that was what motivates me in the first instance. Okay, I would like to go into this. Then along the line again, I discovered it is not just about the beauty in the person. There is beauty everywhere.
Yeah.
Everything God created are beautiful, and you even see beauty in flowers. At times you will see a passionate artist. Don't let me say artist in this case. Let me say passionate photographer working. They always work with their camera, because you can just see. You can even see a beautiful butterfly.
Yeah.
You can see a beautiful flower. Like, this flower is just beautiful, and you won't want to miss that moment, because you may not come across that kind of flower again. You have to bring out your camera, even if it is your phone. Because your phone also has its own camera. You make use of your own phone, and that's where phone photography comes in. This concept. You can just come across anything beautiful at any point in time. And when you come about something beautiful, you'll be inspired that, okay, I have to take the memory of this, I have to take this, I have to take that, I have to take this. and that is what inspired me into now going in depth into like I love beauty. And I don't just love beauty, I love to capture not just beauty, beautiful moments. Now when we are talking about beauty now, you'll be thinking I'm just talking about the natural finance, you're fine, no, that is beauty, that's beauty. But we have something we call beautiful moments too. Like couples moments, even birthday, even traditional moments are beautiful too. Because every moment in life are beautiful moments that needs to be captured. That is how we come about documentary photography. Don't worry, maybe when we talk about the types of photography we have, I will go in depth in that. So I think, in a nutshell, what inspired me into more taking pictures, or let me say, into photography as a job, is I love capturing moments and still editing.
Okay. Then people like the concept of editing and photo and videography. Or what will you say about that?
Oh, the concept of editing. Yes. You know, I was talking about beauty, and let me say, everybody is beautiful naturally. Every moment is beautiful. Yes, I can. I like it. So, I think editing is just there to enhance that beauty. Let us start from makeup artist.
Okay.
Now, look at this sister now. She's beautiful. But if she wants to have a wedding photo shoot, or maybe even a birthday photo shoot, she will still need to employ what we call beauty artists. That is the makeup artist. To enhance that beauty. She's beautiful, but she wants the beauty to be enhanced. She's here, she's feeling herself. Then the concept of editing now comes in when we still want to improve and enhance the editing or the beauty. Now the beauty has been captured. The editing is there to enhance that beauty. Then those days we call it editing, but these days we call it retouching.
Okay.
Because editing contains the changing of background. You may have a background not as beautiful as as how you want it to be. So you change background. Those are the concept of editing. Then we have cloning of pictures. But what we do in modern photography, we call it retouching. And retouching the face, the eyebrow, the lips. If your lips is too big, sorry,
that's to minimize.
No, this lip is spoiling this beauty. Anything that will stain the beauty, we're going to remove it. And what should be added should be added. So the concept of editing, in a summary, is just to enhance the captured beauty. Don't quote me wrong. I'm not saying it's the editing that will make you beautiful. No. In fact, if you are not fine, you're not fine. But everybody is fine. But the editing there is just to enhance that beauty that is there, to bring it out, showcase it to people. And that is why we have editing. And editing is meant also to correct some minor camera mistakes, because there are some camera that will give you some kind of look. Someone said at the street at times, the camera will just make this look sour. She gets
I'll be like I'm weber.
I don't know. But that is why we have Photoshop. So Photoshop will correct little mistakes in the camera. So it is just for correction and modifying and enhancing. Let's say those three things. That is basically what editing is meant for.
Alright. Okay, what are your inspiration lists like?
Inspiration lists like.
Okay, like what do you do to make yours unique and different and all? What makes yours unique? Like what makes Obi Bright photography generally unique and different from others?
What makes me unique is number one, because I'm unique.
Oh,
I always want
Obi Bright photography.
No, I always want to do things in a very unique way, as quick as possible. Firstly, let me touch this. There are some people who believe the bigger your camera, the more beautiful, the more good your work is. I would say that is not 100% true, because at times you carry a very big camera, but if the user doesn't know how to use it very well, then you might even prefer the phone camera, it is the actual professional camera. So what makes mine unique is I always believe in the way I want to present things. Now, if everybody is going for yellow, you know there is saying that when you are behave like a woman and you do what others do, but not in your cases. You know, if everybody is going for yellow and you are following those people that are going for yellow, now nothing makes a difference.
Yeah.
But if everybody is going for yellow, or yellow is the one in trend, then why don't you create something similar to yellow, or something even other than yellow that you think will attract people? Okay, let's say blue.
Okay.
Okay, there is this color. Let me say those are my inspirers, those who have inspired me in this work. Firstly, I will need to recognize my boss, at least the one who trained me. That's Sunshine Photography. Then there's these notable photographers I'm going to mention now. They are not really my mentors because I've not gotten any training, personal training from them. But at least they are my role models. And when I say role models, I mean people I look up to, like I want to be like. You get. The first person I will mention is Kelechi Amadiobi. He's a world notable photographer. In fact, known. Should I say Africa? I'm very sure of Nigeria.
Okay.
And I think he's the Nikon ambassador in Nigeria, for you to know how because and what inspired me in his work is, do you know this man hardly edits his pictures, but if you see them, oh my god, it is just about how you capture those images, the concepts he does, how he takes the pictures, what he tries to derive, you know, in the picture, and you just be wow. They are just mind blowing. So in the term of creating concepts, I think I get more inspired by Kelechi Amadiobi. Then in the concept of editing, forget about it. There is this guy. He's just like someone I admire his work secretly, and I even have to just open up to him and say that, man, I really enjoy your editing, your works, and he's amazing player. I hope you get across this video as well. I mean, the concept of his editing, you know, it won't be too much, and it will just be in the video. Like you just have to see the natural beauty inside editing. Like, you don't feel that irony, like seeing natural inside artificial. So, on my other inspired list, people I will mention, I love their concepts. T.Y. Bello, of course, it's just like Kelechi Amadiobi, and there's the Canon. You know, there are different types of camera. We have Nikon, Sony, Canon, and we have their representatives here in Nigeria. So I mentioned Kelechi as ambassador for Nikon. So T.Y. Bello is for Canon products. And I also recognized Image Faculty. He's also one of my Instagram people I follow. Those who I get inspired by their works. And many others.
Yeah, we can't mention them.
But let me give you hints for future photographers. Go and follow these people. Make sure you follow Kelechi Amadiobi. Make sure you follow T.Y. Bello. Writing it down. Make sure you follow Amazing Cliff. Follow me too.
Follow me, Bright Photography.
Follow me too. Make sure you follow Image Faculty. Make sure you follow Wale Visuals. Make sure you follow PY's Photography. He's also my very good friend and he's doing well in the industry as well. And follow me too. Follow PY's Photography. And I'll give you hints later on people you will follow. I'll tell you.
Don't worry, I'll get it across to you.
Those are my inspired lists.
Okay, so what are the types of photography that we have?
Okay. Don't let us talk about the types of photography alone. Let's just talk about it in general.
In general, alright.
Okay. Photography in general, like I said earlier, is an art. Now, the mind of the artist. You know, when there is an art, there should be an artist. Of course, the person that will create the art. So the mind of the artist is well displayed in the pictures they take. At times you will look at the picture and different people read different meaning to the same picture. Like some people can see a picture and be like, wow, this reminds me of Berlin 2005. You know, the person must have come across something similar in Berlin 2005 and start in that same picture. Now, the mind of the owner of the picture is even different from what that person is talking about. The comment is different. Now, that person will look at the same picture and be like, wow, this just reminds me of my late dog. You know, maybe the ear of the dog is. So different people we read different meanings to the same work. Sorry, I'm not using professional language. Now, the mind of the artist is known to him alone, but the mind of those same pictures might be different. Now, that is in terms of an art. But in terms of taking the common ones, I know you guys also hear photo shoots and all. Now, the concept there is just I'm seeing this beauty, I'm creating an image with this beauty, capturing the beauty and processing it, sending it back to the original beauty. Now, that is one. And one other thing I would like to inform you or pinpoint about photography is that photography is not just an art that you just do on a daily basis. You can use it to make money. And like I said earlier, you need to get paid for what you love doing. Okay, so you love photography as an art, you love taking pictures, you love taking images, you love taking memories. But how about you turn it to what will fetch you money? We have documentary photography. And documentary photography, you just go about taking pictures, taking videos, and those pictures and videos should be used for documentary purpose. Now, if you watch videos of Biafra War 1995, Biafra War 2005, all those documentary videos are what we call documentary photography. Sports. If you meet all these white men, sorry, I don't call them Igbo, they will show you best of Ronaldo. Ronaldo is now a retired player, footballer, but they will still play the video of Ronaldo when he was still playing. So it's just like documentary photography is just bringing old memories back to limelight. Like you're bringing what has happened, you're bringing it back to recent. So you just play for them and you just bring back memories. So I believe documentary photography is just about taking the shots for future purpose and for reports purpose. When you are just somewhere, you take the documentary of what's going on there, you take videos of what happened there, images of what happened there for future purpose and also report purpose, like immediate reports. Maybe you are reporting the photo somewhere, reporting the video somewhere. So that is documentary photography. And we have photography as an art. I think I mentioned that.
Yeah, you mentioned art already. Yeah.
Then we have wedding photography, because wedding itself is an institution on its own. Now, there is one thing about other photography that is not in wedding photography, and that thing is, if you go for photo shoots, if there is any mistake or any error, there is high tendency you can go back and have the shoot again.
Yeah.
Okay, how about wedding? Will you redo the wedding?
It's not possible.
So that's why wedding photography is even another aspect of photography.
On its own.
Now, when we talk about wedding photography, it is not a one-man photographer job. You will need to employ the service of other team members. We call them team members. Like, okay, you as a photographer, you are awarded a contract to cover the wedding, and as well you need to bring a videographer in some cases. Now you have to employ the person who will handle the video camera. Now you have to employ those who will work for you, maybe edit, to make the work faster. Now, there is one thing I used to advise photographers and of course potential photographers to do, especially when it comes to wedding. Number one, you have to have an insight or have an idea of where the wedding is going to take place.
Yes.
Now, be there a day, at least a day before, in order for you to prepare very well. Now, thirdly, make sure you are going with double of your equipment, every equipment. For example, your camera, make sure you are going with 2 cameras, because anything gadget can fuck you at any fucking time. Make sure you are going with 2 memory cards. 1 memory card can fuck you up at any time. In short, make sure you have an extra of whatever you are going along with, just in case. Because you're not going to tell couple say, sorry, I have something. You won't tell them that, sorry, please pause this wedding or something. Of course, it doesn't even sound professional. So when we talk of wedding photography, it is in fact one of the best photography that fetch money for photographers, because you can become a millionaire through just one wedding. Well, in fact, we have photographers who charge as much as 5 million, 6 million, 4 million for just a wedding contract. I think the lowest I've seen professionally is around 100,000 naira. And I'm not supposed to say it here, but let me just give the hint that if you have a job of for 100,000 naira, I'm very sure as a photographer you should see nothing less than 50,000 naira a year.
Sure, I'm not going to photography like this.
Go into your passion. Photography. So let's say at least 50,000 naira. When I say at least, put me at least. Like markets no come, the clients no pay me. You should still be able to save 50,000 naira. Don't let the money enter your eyes. Go for your passion. So we have portraits as well. There are many types of photography. But I'll mention a few because of time. Portraits are those who take portraits. Baba Buhari, our excellency, current excellency. You have so many portraits of him. You see so many portraits of him in different offices.
Yeah.
Now there are some specialists that what they take or the aspect of their own in photography is just to take headshots or portraits. We call it portraits.
Okay.
They mostly work with corporate companies. That means they corporate portraits of maybe their CEO, their managing directors, and even you can even go and have a portrait in the studio. You can just walk into the studio and have a portrait. And one advantage of a portrait is it is also a better way to introduce yourself, even when you for a job interview. Sorry. Now you may just be asked to introduce yourself using your image. Just send your portrait.
That's all. And
Like
it's
you, of course, you want to send your employer a selfie. And you say, okay, sorry, we will meet you in person, like your image, and you now carry one selfie. No, so that is one advantage. In fact, as a person, you need to have a portrait. Do you have a portrait?
Oh my God, I don't have a portrait.
You viewing this, do you have a portrait? So go for a portrait today.
I'll
So
go for a portrait
you need to have a portrait. It's actually a mature way of introducing it. You don't need to just rub powder, rub makeup. Just have a cool natural portrait of him. So that is portrait photography. As we have baby photography, those are into babies, the snap babies. We have food photography. No, you just say food, you think you just carry out and snap it. It's beyond that. Because food, you have to be mindful of the color. The color okay, someone that cook jollof rice. No, you now capture it, it's now look green.
Go to the fried rice.
So and also that even cook fried rice, that's how you now look yellow. And when it's green over fried rice. So that one is even more difficult than you could ever imagine. You say it's not just a snap food. And the editing food. They are editing food though, because you have to be very careful of color in this case. And you have to make the food attractive. Because you know whatever you're saying is what will attract you, what will find you. If it's not attractive in the first place, you won't even want to eat it.
Actually, I love food photography. Like I really love it. It's not because I love food.
You love food.
I love food photography.
You love food. You love food. She loves food. So food photography is another aspect and a trigger part of photography. Not every part of our type of photography should I tell you. Okay, let me give you one more.
Okay.
I'll give you my own photography.
Aww.
Open price photography. Open price photography is the unique photography. So I think in general, whatever thing, can we talk about camera settings now? No, let's just stop at that introduction. Because camera settings is another wide topic. So in a nutshell, photography is an art, and you need to choose the type of photography you want to. So, but in this Nigeria, I don't even like to do. You have to be jack of all trades.
As in, everything
You say, no, I'm a wedding photographer. And then I come to that, I need the portrait. You say, So you think so? In Nigeria here, in this Nigerian setting, you have to be a jack of, you have to be a general, in fact, a freelance photographer. You are a wedding photographer, portrait photographer, food photographer, baby photography. You are in fact,
everything.
you are jack of all trades. You are all photography. So, what is that about the brief introduction into photography?
Okay, about the business part and how lucrative it is and
money. I know she has been waiting to ask me that the business part, the money part. Let's talk about money. If it's not making money, it's not making sense.
It's not making sense.
So you really all what I'm saying is not making sense. It's better
Are
go for passion, don't go for money. Okay, the money part.
Yeah.
Okay, I won't say too much, but I'll say this.
Okay.
Do you know your first client can give you your capital? You know, in so many business, in fact, virtually all business, they'll say, before you can start any business, you need to have a capital, at least capital. So you're expecting me to actually tell you, hey, before you can start photography, you must have like 500,000. No, okay, fine, you need money. But how do you get that money? Your first client can be the first person that will give you your capital. Ask me how.
How?
And that's why photography is sweet. Okay, let's take for example, wedding.
Okay.
For example, let's say, okay, you've been advertising yourself for people that I'm a photographer, please come for work. I'm a photographer, come for work. And okay, let's say someone just goes, okay, I heard you're a photographer. Can I see a sample of your works? Of course, you that want to be in photography, you have a mentor.
So,
Of course, you can just chat with the mentor. I have a client and I just want to say something. If the mentor or the person, maybe your friend, is kind enough to allow you use some of his own images. You may even tell your client that, okay, you be my first customer. Well, in fact, if you want to sound professional, you can just talk to one of your friends. That, okay, can I use some of your images? I have some people who could use my images as well. Okay, just showcase it to that client. And once they are awarding the contract, they are going to make an initial deposit. Now, let's say for example, you have charged 500,000 naira for their wedding. You believe, are you sure you can handle it? Yeah, of course I'll handle it. Now, they are making an initial deposit of 300,000 naira. Now,
me? Oh,
don't you have a capital like that? You are not even starting there. You are not even going yes for their wedding. Okay, calm down. That means that 1,000 naira will not buy the exact camera, but it can rent camera. You can rent a camera as well as 10,000 naira.
Wow.
And you can rent every other gadget as well as 5,000 naira, 10,000. Now, let's say for the production of the work, let's say you are spending, if you really want to produce a quality work, really quality work, let's say you are spending 100,000 naira. So like you are even producing a very quality work. Let's say okay, you are spending 100,000 naira to 1,000 naira. Now, the clients balance you 200,000 naira. Now, let's say you spend roughly like 200,000 naira for renting, for producing and everything. You have 300 naira cash left. That is your capital. But that 300,000 naira, I'm sure you need to get a camera. Start from somewhere.
Yeah.
So once you get a camera, there's other things, flashlights, softbox, and every other gadgets. Now, the business part of photography in a nutshell is you are turning that thing you love doing, you are turning it into what will fetch you money. Now, I'm talking about wedding. Okay, let's talk about something apart from wedding. Let's talk about photo shoots, the common one.
Okay.
Let me use something common. Photo shoots. Even if you don't have the camera, of course, there are people who rent studio now. They rent studio space. I can just walk to a studio and can I rent the studio? They will give you the supply the gadgets and pay them. And you attend to your client, shoot him or her. I'm not talking about money. Shoot with camera. Shoot your client and you have your money. So photography as a business is one of the business that you can hardly take. In fact, I don't think there's any risk. But the risk is very, very slim. And there are very low chance of having to want to get into debt. There's a very good chance. You know, there is this thing they say in business there is profit and loss.
Yeah.
You know, you say in photography there is only profits.
Wow.
I don't think there is loss.
Shame I'm not going. Shame I'm not using this photography.
The reason why I said there is no losses. Imagine photo shoots that you just snap with your camera. I don't even spend the time. And this day they say this one on our phone. But that's your money.
Now money. Oh.
You're not spending couple at any place to produce that. Just your laptop and your camera. Snap, edit and send. Okay, maybe you spend money for the camera.
I was the
So that's why I said I don't think they. So even if the client say, hey, I won't give you a balance. Maybe this is I don't know, some minor issues like come up between you and your client. Maybe the client say, hey, I'm not giving you a balance. I'll hold your balance. You delete my picture. You did this. You have not short sale. You have not lost. Because even the initial deposit he or she has even enough.
No.
But it's not enough all time.
It's not big of money.
You get your money. You get your money. So the business parts of photography is about converting that art you love doing, converting it to what fetch you. You love capturing beautiful images, then you convert it into getting clients. Now, you may even capture images There are some websites online. Oh, sorry, I don't know the name of them. But there are some websites online. You press on Google websites that pays for photography. There are some websites online that if you can just share them your content, your work, your photo, they pay you.
Wow.
Because they use that photo as an art for themselves.
Yes, too.
There are even some people that take picture, they sell the picture out. That's when model pictures come in.
Yeah.
And of course, you go to some people's house, you see models. They don't know the girl in the picture. They don't even know the photographer that took the picture. They just want it. They are even on the roadside. You see them carrying frame. I'm sure you should have seen one.
I've seen
them carrying. Yes. Some. Do you think these are people that carry the frame that owns the picture? No. The photographer must have snapped the picture and send it out to them. Now they're even using it to make business. Like the business goes like that.
Even for exhibitions and
even
all.
for exhibition shows and
And
all.
all.
So in fact, if you are moving here, there's business in photography. Come here, there's business in there is businesses in almost every part of photography. So far, you are good at what you are doing. So I think that is the business part of
photography. Oh, alright. So the creatives and all. I think we said it all. Sir.
Yeah, we've talked
We
about
said it all. Alright. So wow. We talked a lot about photography and all. So anything you would like to just add or give advice to startups and all?
My advice for upcomings and even the current photographers. Number one, you don't go after the money yet.
Okay.
Don't let the money be all everything you're after, after the money. Because if you're after money, you just collect what's like you to other times.
Yeah.
And you want to losing your integrity. Integrity is one of the things you should take cognizance of when applying your photography. So my advice for you is make sure you have passion for it. Make sure you have passion, you really want to create images. Because even if you have passion for it and you are creating an image and you're not even satisfied, even before the image gets to your client, you yourself you will see the image and I'm not satisfied with this. So you won't even want to deliver what you have. And you can only be unsatisfied when you have passion for it. But if you have after the money, so far you have worked on the image, please send me money. So the first thing is make sure you have passion for it. Then secondly, make sure you have a mentor.
Okay.
Someone that will guide you. You know, a field you are new to, even if you have passion for it, if you don't have someone guiding you, you will find it very, very difficult to complete. So make sure you have a mentor. Then you can seek help. You can seek help from people, help in terms of knowledge and in terms of money. So, your parents might be your helper, and God can send helpers. And help for what? Gadgets. And once you have those gadgets, my brother, my sister,
That's all.
you are in money.
Hey!
Well, photography is sweet. So my advice is go for the passion and also pursue the bag. Go for the passion, pursue the bag. So those two things, you're fine.
Alright, so that's all about photography and all. Yeah, you said a lot and it's like I'm going to go into photography. Let me start with passion for photography.
If everybody's going for photography, then who are
going to snap? Alright, so I'm actually going to modeling and all. We don't know yet, we don't know what the future might speak about. And wait now, let me blow it. Alright, so that's all. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this section and hope it wasn't boring and all. Hope you guys had fun and it was very impactful and very, very what? Fun. Alright, so I would like everybody watching this video to kindly drop a comment at the comment section if you want to ask questions and if you want to get more knowledge and all. You can easily drop your comments in the comment section and all. Then do what? Subscribe and ring the bell, like every of the videos and what? Comment in the comment section. Alright guys, see you next time. I love you all.
Take my own place.